Hey guys, what we have here today is a Smith Wesson 40 caliber handgun. This is the Sigma model. Well, I should say the Sigma class. It's the 40 SW40 VE model number. It's the cheap entry level combat pistol, basically. The M&P is considerably better, just in feel and trigger, but it's quite a bit more. I got this for $300. You can get them for like $360, $370 brand new with 2 clips and a case. So not a bad gun. I hear that they're doing out with this model though, and they're doing the SD9 or something. Not exactly sure. That's supposed to replace this, but then you're well into the $400 range. So they're adding some price to it, but it looks like it's going to be a good gun with some ergonomic features that this one did not have. Basically, takedown is very simple. Lock it back. There's a lever here, one on each side. All you do is you hold that down, and then basically let the slide go ahead, just like so, and then pull the trigger. Right off it goes, just like that. Polymer grip, stainless slide and barrel. Just pop this spring out here, and then out comes your barrel. Just like that. That's all there is to it. It makes cleaning a breeze. It comes apart actually easier than the M&P model. Reassembly obviously is just as easy. Just make sure your barrel's seated good. You can only put the spring in one way because it has that little knob on the end of it. Slide it in there. And all you do is basically line up the slide again. Slide it right back on. Just like that. Good to go. Very easy to use. Very rugged. This has had thousands of rounds through it without even so much as a misfire. So it seems to be working pretty well. The clips for 40 come with 14 rounds apiece, and I believe it's 17 plus 1 for a 9mm. The 9mm would be nice too. This has a little bit of muzzle lift, which makes it a little bit more difficult for target acquisition on the second shot. It's not bad though, it's very doable, especially at short range if you're doing speed shooting or anything. Basically, it's a good cheap gun to get into that's going to work all the time without spending, you know, upwards of $600 for some of the Glocks and stuff, which are almost as simple anyway. I know a lot of people kind of look down a little bit on the Sigma model, but if you're just getting something to get out there and start with, it's plenty good. I actually carry this one sometimes. It's just always going to work. It's a double action with no safety. It has no safety switch like some of the Rugers still have in the 1911s and stuff. Basically, it has a magazine release right there. It's not ambidextrous, but you can pull it out and switch it to the side, just like that. And it has the lock back handle that is also only on one side. And then the lever to actually disassemble it is on both sides. So basically there is not much to this gun. It has a firing pin safety, or whatever you call it, for if you drop it. It's got the double action trigger. It's not the scissors type. It's just like a pivoting trigger. So you can't pull the trigger back unless you actually pull the whole thing. It's a pretty stiff trigger. And it's quite a long way to do it. Here, I'll see if you can see that. So it's kind of that's one of the big downfalls. But once you get used to it, it seems to work really well. A friend of mine just bought a M&P, and it's quite a bit nicer. But yeah, you're going to pay a lot more for that too. This one came with the 3 white dots to sight it in. It seems to be very nice. I don't think you can get a tritium front sight for this one. I was doing some checking on that, so if that's something you wanted to do, upgrading the sights is going to be hard because it's a cheaper gun, so they don't figure you're going to put $100 into a front sight on a $300 gun. But that's something that you might be able to make work or find something out there. So it shoots really good. I'm real happy with it. You can get ammo real cheap online. I got hollow points here. That I just keep in it when I'm not target shooting it. So other than that, it's a good gun. It's a good gun to get in cheaply, and I know you have a hard time buying semi-automatic 22s for that price in some cases. So it's good to get in a bigger caliber for a cheaper price. So other than that, take it for what it's worth.